All right. So, in an actual fight scenario, you know, beginners might just put their hand right here on the mat. Great, go for it. Okay, but anybody who's done any kind of submission grappling for a while knows not to put their hand on the mat if they can help it. Sometimes they can't help it, right? So if Jet doesn't want to break his nose on the mat and I break his posture down, he has no choice necessarily but to put his arms on the mat, and then I can start working on body locks and that type of thing. But generally speaking, like if Jet's trying to break open my guard with like a standard guard pass, he's going to put both hands on my hips right here, and he's going to try to keep his palms to the inside of those hips. So just like with the leg out guard break, I'm going to hold the arm that I'm attacking in place. I'm going to drop that hip, right? So I'm keeping a pinch with my knee so that he can't easily just move away, because I actually had to unlock my guard a little bit. So I just hold his hand right here and I move the base out from underneath it, right? And then I put the base back. And a lot of times, you know, especially if we're just kind of fighting here and he's trying, it may just feel like I'm just trying to break his grip off from being able to start to open up my guard. So I'll get here, I'll get that, and I might still be like kind of focusing like I care about this, and I'm just holding on to this wrist, right? But I'm making this be his main focus. Meanwhile, his wrist is on the other side of my iliac crest. So while he's focusing on whatever the hell I'm trying to do here, he may not actually notice that I moved his wrist. And so at one point in time, I'm about bringing his posture down, I sit up, and then I get into that omoplata position, right? And that's probably the way that you're actually going to necessarily get that one. So, again, I have my arm here. See that? Generally from this position, this is the one way that you set it up that he's going to have the best opportunity to defend this. Now, because, let's go ahead, we're going to move over here to his blocks, right? Because he has his posture up, a lot of times, especially if you're going with like a big high school wrestler, what he's going to do is he's going to put his hand on the mat, and then he's going to try to roll back, right, really hard. Like he's going to try to plow me back so I can attack it, and we're going to both end up coming back this way. I want to make sure that I'm protecting this tricep right here, right? I don't necessarily want him to be able to get his arm free, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to swing my legs around to the other side of the body. So if we get closer to the wall here, right, I'm going to sit on him, and I come back here, and look, we're back into that omoplata position, and he's much more broken down right now. You see, he can't easily post his hand on the mat and start to build his posture back up. So it's really important that when somebody does that, that you're not like trying to necessarily fight it, because you're actually going to probably end up in a better position, right? So I open up my guard a little bit. I'm trying to play like I'm trying to stop him from doing a guard break. I'm going to drop my hip while holding onto his wrist to keep it in place, and then I move my hip back into position, sit up, make my leg heavy, and then he's going to posture up hard because he can't forward roll, right? You see my arms here, it's preventing the forward roll, and so now he's going to back roll. Instead, I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to hold on to this, right? And again, to kind of hit this, I could just swing my legs over to the other side here, right? And just kind of switch sides. All right.